Number one, whosoever is liable for jizya, so he will give 2 dinar per annum. Number two, this treaty is for 11 months. Number three, in this period, the Arabs, they will protect their center and will not impose any war on Alexandria. And the Romans also will not transgress. Number four, the Muslims will not harm the Christians in their dealings, nor in their worship places. Number five, people who are there, if they want to go out, so they should pay a jizya for 1 month only. And they can take all their belongings with. Number six, the Jews will live in Alexandria. Number seven, the Roman will never try to overtake Misr again. To fulfill this obligation, the Roman will hand over their 150 soldiers and 50 administrative officers as a security bonds in the hands of Muslims. Now, as we mentioned that Muqawqas, he was not a sovereign king. He was subject to Roman Empire. So when the emperor came to know, he said, no way. So now those articles which were related to Romans, automatically they became unpractical. So Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala an now intended to march towards Alexandria. After Constantinople in Roman Empire, Alexandria had the second importance. It was the second important city in Roman Empire. And Romans were well aware of, if we will lose this city, it means the whole Egypt is gone. And it happened like this. When the Muslims overtook Alexandria, so the whole Misr fell into the hands of Muslims. Now Romans were aware of, that's why they closed the main gates of city before the approach of Muslims. And they placed their army there in the city, going towards Alexandria. Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he conquered a few fortresses of Romans: Tarnout, Naqius, Saltin, Karbun. These were different garrisons and fortresses of their army. In these fortresses, General Theodore, who was the responsible general or the leading general, he fought Muslims wholeheartedly. But until what? So the Muslims put him along with his army on run. So they arrived in Alexandria. In this Muslim army, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala, he himself was on the front. So now when the chief of the army staff is in front of the army, so what do you think about the army? Then the army fight wholeheartedly. The general is in the front. Got it? So Amr ibn al-As, as a strategy, he was marching and proceeding in front of the army. And he has given the army color, the flag, to his own servant and slave, Wardan. His name was Wardan. So Wardan was holding the flag. Now up to Alexandria, the whole area, there were the fortresses of Romans. And Alexandria, that was the utmost strong city in shape of a fortress. And Theodore was receiving support from Romans as well. They were sending them more and more army. So here in Alexandria, almost 50,000 army was with Theodore. And the Muslims were only 12,000. So for 4 months, constantly, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala an, he was defending their attacks. Then Sayyidina Umar wrote a letter to Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala an that enough is enough. Now just do the job. Means go ahead and do that. Not only in defense, attack. So Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala, he wrote the letter of Amirul Mu'mineen to the army. And he gave the responsibility of the battle to Ubadah ibn Samit radiallahu ta'ala, Tarjan, the great-grandfather of Najib. Najib is his friend in Medina. Yes, he is from the offspring of Ubadah ibn Samit radiyallahu ta'ala. And under his command, the Muslim did a great job. And they conquered Alexandria with war and battle only. But still, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As was kind enough. He told the Roman who want to go out, just go out. We are not following him. But those who will stay here, they have to pay the jizya. And this kindness of Amr ibn al-As, that was actually a strategy. If you want to control an area, so be kind to the people at the time of conquest. Got it? Now Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala an, wherever he conquered, he showed this type of kindness. Because great people, they show their greatness. This is only the case of cheap people, that when they conquer an area, so they are killing people and looting and things like that. Great people do not do that. Got it? That is the talimat and the practice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Got it? So now the Coptic, they fulfilled their promise. So Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As told them, anybody who wants to accept Islam, he can do it. If he wants to be Christian, as is. So his faith, we will not harm him. His life, his property, nothing. but a symbolic jizya he has to pay to the Islamic State. That will show his submission to the Islamic State. But there is no jizya on women nor on kids. Now by this kindness, the people of Egypt fell in love with Amr ibn al-As radiallahu, that what a man he is. When Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala, he conquered the fortress of Balmiyun. So for Coptics, he wrote a treaty with his own hands. And he gave protection to their religious leader, Patriarch Benjamin. They call it what? Patriarch. The Coptics. They call their religious leader what? Patriarch. So in Arabic they call it Batriq. And he put him on his place after 13 years. He was deposed. He said, that is your status. You have to be the chief of Coptics. Because he disappeared from there for the last 13 years. And when he came back to Alexandria, Amr ibn al-As himself, he received him. Mr. Patriarch, welcome, most and most welcome. Come on, we are waiting for you. Got it?
Yeah.
And then he said to Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala some of his request about his church. Amr ibn al-As said, done. Because you are citizen. Whatever your need is, we will give you. In the worship place of Makarius, so their patriarch or religious leader, Basili, he gave a statement that the coming of Muslim to this area is a good omen for us. Because we are free from the atrocities of Romans. We were subject to them, but they were zalim. And Benjamin the patriarch, he told Basili that through my qariha, inner sight, I see peace and security here. I feel it. And then there are two other sects of Christian. One is called Malkaniya and the other one is called Yaqubiya. So Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala, he kept all of them equal. The Muslims, they established justice there. They brought peace to the area. They made their roads, their bridges. For them, the water ponds where it was needed. And certain structure according to the needs. Now a very violent propaganda that there was a big library which was burnt by Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala an, a total lie. The Western historian, they have told a total lie. So next verse I will give you the detail that how can you imagine or you can conceive this, that Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala an, he burnt the library.